Higher, ho there! You as welcome as can be. Hello everyone and welcome, Lord Shadows here, moi, to give you a new One Piece chapter 820 review. And this chapter, overall, I just want to say overall was simple, from the beginning to the end, but this chapter was so much, I know, I think Ichiro could call this year not the year of Sanji, but the year or revelations. The year of revelations and new information, new alliance, like new enemies or something. It should be called. From all these few chapters before, including this one, I think Ichiro could call this year the year of revelations, revelations, new alliance, new informations, or new enemies, and etc. I mean, for now, it doesn't look like the year of Sanji, but okay, I'm just saying. So let's move on. So, in this chapter, we found out a lot of informations, not only about Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, but also about the alliance, the plans, the Operation Go to Whole Cake Island, a little bit about the Wano country, about Lord Odin, we found a lot of things, in this chapter, and believe me, so, actually, let's go one step by another, okay, so the first thing, and showing what to get not getting in the way, is that it appears like Wano country, at the beginning, it appears like the Wano country, as a place, is isolated from everyone in the new world, and it appears like it is strictly forbidden to everyone, like, to leave her area, even so, in the way how he explained, like, Kozuki Oden, like, most all the times, like, he will, like, go over, this rule and everything, like, just go, like, set sailing and everything, so in the way how, Kanjuro and Kinemon were explaining, it appears like Wano country is a restricted area, restricted country, not only is isolated just like Zou, but also it appears like, like I said, it's a crime to leave the area of Wano country, and also it appears like it's also forbidden to sail with pirates, and also, like, to accept them, in the Wano country and everything, the way how they describe, but also it appears like, they're like, they close an eye, like, for Whitebeard, or Goldie Roger, because, like, there's so much, like, great respect, they had and everything, and so, after they came to Wano country, they're like, well, maybe we can skip the rule and everything, that's, what I'm saying, after all. Also, in this chapter, we find out that Kozuki Oden was not the only one who was on Roger Pirates' crew, but also he was alongside, but also Inuarashi and Nekomamushi was, it was real, it was like they were spending time as members of Roger Pirates, of the Roger Pirates too, alongside Kozuki Oden, but also, don't forget to mention, that Dean went to Raftel, they were all like part-time, members of his crew, because in the way how Inuarashi and Nekomamushi explained it, they were like, his vessels, so it's supposed to be like, his companions, or bodyguards or something, I don't know, I'm just saying, Also, in this chapter, it's revealed that they also have spent time on the Moby Dick with the Whitebeard Pirates. Okay, only the beginning of the chapter starts crazy. Because what can I say? They're old timers. They send. They saw a lot of things, new plays and everything. Just even those two explain, like, those were the good old days. New places, new new people, adventures, sea and everything. Those were days. Like, both of them, like, hug each other, like they were never enemies before. Even Usopp was wondering, what the hell, you were trying to kill each other 10 minutes ago, what the hell happened to you, like, and they're still like, those were the good old days, like, oh, yeah, and also, by the way, if they were the Roger Pirates, they also know who Rayleigh was, who Shanks was, who Buggy was, and even Crocus, who even he was, it's just like crazy, crazy, and of course, since Shanks, already Luffy, he's carrying like, oh, Shanks, how is it? Where is it? Like, oh my God, I want to meet him and everything. Like, every single time when someone speaks of Shanks, he goes berserk. Luffy goes berserk, like every single time he started like, Shanks, 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 oh, tell me where he is, oh, where is it, and all that kind of stuff, like, oh, lighten up, Luffy, lighten up, don't worry, you're gonna meet him. Someday in the future, you're gonna meet him. Just focus, be calm, and you will meet him, Okay, that's one thing, that was also, revealed, so, and also, and one thing also really found funny is, when Momonosuke said, wait, I remember, a guy named Roger, that I met him. I mean, not closely enough and everything, but I remember I met him and everything. And it was like, whoa, what the hell? Like, Roger died almost like 20 years ago and you were 8 years old. How the hell are you supposed to, like, know Goldie Roger? I mean, what the fuck? You're a one little liar, like, that was particularly funny. That was actually particularly funny, because he said, who the hell did you confuse, with Goldie Roger? I really wondering what the hell, he was thinking and everything. It was actually particularly funny. Okay. Oh yeah, I know Roger. I mean, what the hell? He died like 20 years ago, and how the hell he's supposed to know? He's here 8 years old. He wasn't even a little fart when Goldie Roger died. Like, in a matter, as a metaphor, Okay, let's move on. So, in this chapter, also we find now, the final destination of the Grand Line. They were like, by the way of the log post is revealed like, it appears like it's revealed like to not be a raft, though, but it's likewise, important to the journey, because in the way how Inuarashi explained, like, you have to know, like, to go to Rafto, like, you have to know, like, the true history, you have to know all the poneglyphs, the true history, like some, in the way how he described, because Inuarashi said that it is where, like, those, like, who traveled through the Grand Line because in that way, like, they will learn about Rafto, like the poneglyphs, purpose, and the writing of the ancients, because like I said, I repeat again, in the way how he described it, he said, Inuarashi said that is where, that is like this place, like, is where those, like, who travel through the Grand Line, like, will learn not only about Rafto, but also about the poneglyphs, poneglyph purpose, and the writing of the ancients, or on the short terms, the real poneglyph, like, like the big boss, the supreme leader of all the poneglyphs. If you remember what Crocus was talking about when he was talking about the last destination, about Rafto and everything, because because I remember, when Nami was explaining, like, all the log posts, like, where they were pointing and everything, because she was talking in the same way that, like I said, Crocus explained to her when they were, like, on the twin, how the hell was it called, like, the Twin Mountains or something? Oh, okay, let's go to the Twins, because I actually can't remember remember the arc, but I know that Loban and Crocus was there. That's totally not for me. Oh, of course, forgetting VV and Mr. Nine. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so in the way how Nami described, because, like, she was, because at the beginning she was, like, worried, like, they were, like, they lost themselves and everything, because, like, all the way how log posts they were pointing, in the way how she described, in the way how Crocus described her, that Rafto, like, is the last destination of the Grand Line, in the way how, also how, like I said, I repeat again for the third time, like Crocus explained, but it looks like in the way how Inuarashi explained to Nami, it appears like that the final destination, like, of the Grand Line is not supposed to be Rafto, but it's not supposed to be Rafto, but some other place, because is likewise, like, important to the journey, because, like, I repeat again, like Inuarashi explained it, that place, like, is where like those who travel through the Grand Line to the new, like, from the East Blue, whatever, to the New World, like, will learn on that place, will learn not only about Rafto, but also the poneglyphs purpose and the writing of the ancients, or just, aka, like I said, the real poneglyph, the supreme leader, so the things really getting mysterious, on and on. So that is really odd, because, at the beginning everybody thought, like, the final destination is going to be Rafto, but now in Russia, we explain it, the last destination is only one of the steps to reach Rafto, because just remember what the road poneglyphs, because if you put all four together, in the middle they were creating like some kind of, you know, big, you know, cross or X, whatever, you know, and where like all those lines went, you know, like, you know, through them in the middle, you're gonna find Raftel. So, you know, these things really go on and on, you know, like those mysteries and everything. So, like I said, it appears like the final destination is not Raftel, but some kind of unknown island where like you're gonna find out about Raftel, the poneglyphs, and the ancient, you know, writing of the ancients, and like I said, the real poneglyphs and everything. So, like I said, the things go mysterious on and on, deeper and deeper, you know. So that's really odd, you know, at the beginning. That's one thing. Also, don't forget to mention one of the funny parts is, you know, when Nami, you know, when he said, like, you know, when Norashi's trying to explain, like, oh, don't worry, you know, like, he didn't lose himself, you know, and oh, by the way, you're a really great navigator. And she was like, oh, thank you, and everything, you know, and even, like, Luffy said, yeah, you know, like, just trying, you know, just hitting her back, you know, yeah, isn't she something, you know, like, she's a really great navigator, you know, like, you know, she's the best. She is everything. Even Usopp said, like, you know, she is one of the greatest navigators. After all, she is the future supreme navigator of the Pirate King. You know, like, even if Nikomamushi was like, okay, you know, really, your people are really cheerful and everything. And of course, you know, at the end, you have, like, you know, even you have Nami hitting, like, you know, Luffy. Okay, that's enough. You really hurt me. You really hurt me badly, you know, on the back and everything. You know, okay. Oh my God. And also, here comes one of the most craziest part, because like Kinemon and the others and the Ming tribe were talking, Strides and Law were not the only ones they wished to make an alliance to try to fight Kaido and the Shogun, but also, when we were talking about the Whitebeard Pirates, they were searching. They were searching also for Marco the Phoenix to help them against Kaido, and this is one of the biggest revelations here, you know, because, you know, like, well, actually, like I said, we didn't actually see him, we didn't see Marco for a long time. We didn't see him since the funeral of Ace and Whitebeard. No, we didn't see him, actually, seen him since then. And it appears like since then, from that time, during the time skip, it appears like that the Marco and remaining Whitebeard Pirates are revealed to have fought against the Blackbeard Pirates. There! Wee! Wait, you get it. Oh, fuck! You get it. You get it, you know, Blackbeard Pirates. You know, a year earlier, and were totally defeated. You know, ultimately, like I said, leading. It appears like also. Okay, sorry. This laugh, you know, lost me a little bit. You know. Okay, so one more time. You know, it appears like Mark. So, like I said, it appears like Mark and remaining members of the Whitebeard Pirates are revealed. Like I said, they had fought Blackbeard Pirates a year earlier, and like Inuarashi and Nikomamushi explained, they were very, you know, terribly defeated because, like I said, Nikomamushi said that fight against Blackbeard Pirates lead Marco to one very big, deep defeat. You know, so you can definitely, you know, see that he was like totally, you know, damaged. I can also believe that he was half dead. You know, the time when he was defeated and everything. You know, which also teach the explanation how Blackbeard become a Yonko, because it appears like the incident was called the payback war, was the first news, or should I say, yeah, the first news that made Blackbeard Marshal D teach to be a member of the Yonko. Only that time, you know. So now we have a little bit, you know, explanation how the hell, you know, he became one of the Yonko. Even he all the time he was a cheer and everything. So also the one thing is were actually pretty interesting. After the defeat, it appears that the Whitebeard Pirates commanders disappeared since the defeat. Oh no, you know, just vanished without a trace. You know, so I'm really pretty interested to see what the hell happened to them. You know, because you know since they were mentioning Marco and the others, so you can guess that maybe somewhere in the future we're definitely going to see them, and of course they're alive, but badly injured. You know, so but the way how they started that the old commanders disappeared, I really more interesting to see, you know, where they've been all this time. You know, because in the way how they say disappeared, like, you know, they go in different paths. You know, just like in the same way. Roger Pirates did something, you know, because after all, fair enough. After Whitebeard's death, the Whitebeard Pirates were not so much powerful as they were before. Logically enough, you know, even if Marco Phoenix, Josu, and the others have great Delphurus and Vista is a really great swordman, you know, they weren't the same without Whitebeard, without their Oyashi, without the old pups, yeah, without the old man. So, like I said, you know, I even said before that, you know, that without Whitebeard they never had a chance if they gonna have a rematch. And I was seeing they had a rematch against the Black Pirates. They're gonna get a chance to defeat him, you know, because like I said, repeat again, even like Nico Mamushi said, he was totally, you know, ultimately defeated by Teach and his group, you know, and which lead him to be a Yonko and everything. So the last thing we should say is I really want to see where the rest of the Whitebeard Pirates commanders were, you know, since they disappeared, you know, since that payback war, you know. I'm really interested to see what happened to them and everything. But the one thing I believe, they're all of them badly injured, and I believe, you know, one of them is gonna, a few of them are gonna missing a limb or an arm, or they have terrible scars and everything. You know, I can really definitely see that. Definitely see it, you know. The other thing is, now that they were going closer to the end of the chapter, the Ninja Pirates, meaning Samurai Alliance, it appears like decide like to separate and make like plans like to regroup on the Wano country, because like so the first thing that Law and the Samurai is like it appears like Law and the Samurai is planning like to head to the Wano country in the Hard Pirate submarine. Number 2, Nikomamushi and the Guardians will search for Marco. And ask for his help. And number 3, Nami, Chopper, Brook decide like to join Luffy in his mission to rescue Sanji. But even if Luffy said that he's not interested in the fighter, he's definitely going to fight her, because Big Mom, like I said at the end, like I said before, she's not gonna let Sanji so easily to get out of the way, you know, just like that, you know. And then the last part, Zou became under attack. Zou starts to shake, and Nikomushi claims that this is to be the result of Zunisha, the elephant, crying. And the last part of the chapter was Luffy's, who's that voice? So, I mean, that means a lot of things. So, I mean, okay, it's just like he heard, you know, just like he heard, you know, the Sea Kings, like the Sea Kings, the Dragon. Okay, oh no, wait, the Dragon was a non-canon arc, you know, whatever. He heard the Sea Kings. So what, like, okay, that's really giving me questions, you know. So what, like, he heard Jack or he heard the elephant? Because in a way, because we already know that Luffy has the power to hear everything, just like Roger did. So I can presume that he was talking about Zunisha, the elephant. You know, like he's like hearing her voice, you know, like crying or suffering, whatever, you know. But the one thing I'm definitely interested to see, how the hell, you know, Jack is hurting her. I'm really interested to see that. Or is it this poison gas weapon? Is his Stealth Fruit? Are the cannonballs? I'm really interested to see how the hell he's hurting her. Because like I said, she is gigantic. And like I said, Sunita is crying, so he gives the Ming tribes the alarm, you know? Just like I said before, you know? So, actually that was the entire chapter. So overall, like I said, the chapter was overall simple, but we have so much information, not only about the Blackbeard Pirates, but also about Marco, about Nikomamushi and Inuarashi, you know, and Zou being under attack and everything, you know, and like I said, this chapter was full of surprises, full of revelations, and one thing is for certain, you know, since Marco and the others were mentioned here, this is definitely the proof that somewhere in the future they're going to show up. So, but the one thing is clear, you know, the one question is, first one, again, is Luffy ready to fight Kaido? Then number 1. Number 2, is he ready to fight Big Mom too? And number 3, do you think Marco, the thing, is gonna accept, like, you know, the alliance, like, to fight Kaido? I don't know, because just like the others, you know, even after his defeat, I believe they're gonna be pretty damaged, you know. I know mentally, I believe even a little bit mentally, you know, they're gonna be damaged, and seeing, like, you know, knowing about a little bit more personality of Marco, I know, because sometimes he can be really stubborn, you know, and everything. So, well, we'll see. So overall, like I said, this was the entire chapter. So overall, here I am, I'm done. read the video, comment, subscribe, and info because I'm what you think about this chapter. What do you think is gonna happen next? Oh, and by the way, One Piece next week is on hiatus again. You know, so we're not gonna have a chapter for two. So we're not gonna have a chapter for 2 fucking weeks. So maybe I'm gonna use this opportunity to make a lot of One Piece discussion and theories and everything. Yeah, I think I use this opportunity. So here I am done. Drop a like, appreciate every single thing you have to, you want to wish to ask me or think about this chapter on the comment section down below. Just comment it. Drop a like I said for the second time. I appreciate it. Peace everyone. Have an awesome day. Roller Shadows like always. Signing off. See you next time. Wow.